Okay, I'm back and we're ready. We're ready to roll for our next game. So we'll do that. Let me get this off the screen here. Welcome back. Thank you, cows. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Thank you for allowing me a short break. And now we will play Plinko again. Let's go ahead and I'll run the poll again. Two, three, four, five, six. Good. So if you would please vote in the poll. This is the number position that we're going to drop the puck from. I didn't say it before, but I think it goes... it should be understood that Agent Frownie will be the tiebreaker if we don't get a definitive winner. But over here, this is our board. So we're going to start the puck in position 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And it'll roll down to one of our games. You can't really see them. They're lined up along the bottom here, but they crowd each other a lot. So from position B to G, I'll remind you, we've got South Park on Nintendo 64. We've got ECW Hardcore Revolution on Nintendo 64. We've got Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures on the SNES. We've got Luigi's Mansion on GameCube, Wario Land on Game Boy, and Journey to Silius on NES. And we'll only be doing one more game tonight. Games that are not picked will stay on the board for when we do the next Viewer's Choice Lotto night. And the spaces that are left empty, you'll have an opportunity to fill those within a stream or two leading up to the next Viewer's Choice night. I'm going to change a little bit how I thought that was going to work. I'm not going to activate the nominate a game channel point reward within the next couple days. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the next Viewer's Choice night, and I'm going to reactivate the nominate a game reward. Which is active now and shouldn't be. No one select that. That's not how this works. I'm gonna reactivate that a stream or two before the next Viewer's Choice night, so that the games that are added to the board are sort of like fresh on people's mind. And you've got just a little bit of time left. If you would please just choose a number on that poll there. You check no siphon filter. Oh, you know what? You're right. I was confused, Derek. I think I was actually thinking of Splinter Cell. Position number 3 at 57% of the vote. I think it was 3 before. So that's where we'll drop from. We've got our custom Agent Frownie puck. I know you can't really tell from a distance, but I love it. It's beautiful. So we'll see where it lands is what we play next. Just 2 more things. My board is not super high quality, so if the puck falls off the board, if it falls into slot A, which is now a dead space, or if it stops on a peg, then we re-drop from the top. Because it can get stuck. It fell in slot A. Fortunately, it fell in slot A, so no one has to feel cheated. It's so bad. It's great. I love this board, but but it's so flawed. But it's kind of perfect that it's flawed, because everything on my streams, including me, is very flawed. Alright, so position 3. Here we go. Oh! It went to the exact other side of the board. It's in position G. So position G is Journey to Silius on NES. This was Mazen's pick. Journey to Silius will be our next game. So the other 5 mentioned games that will be staying on the board. The plan is to do Viewer's Choice again in 2 weeks, and we'll see if any of these games come up. Yeah, the game, once you put a game on the board, Derek, it'll stay on there, so you won't have to pay for it again. So a stream or two before the next Viewer's Choice night, I'll open up the Nominate again, so someone can add a game in position A and G. And I might, I don't know, I'm going to think about it. I might want to shuffle the games to increase the randomness. I don't know if they should sit in the same spot, waiting for that spot to be chosen or not, because I haven't determined if there are sweet spots on the board or not, where the puck is more likely to land. I'm not familiar enough with the board yet. If there are like sweet spots on the board, then I'll want to shuffle the games regularly so it's more fair. But if there aren't, then it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna see. They're gonna sit in the same spot for now. I'm not gonna shuffle them yet. But if it seems that like A and G are always winning, or they're winning a super high proportion of the time, then we'll see about switching things up later on. This is still an experiment. We're still learning. All right, let me I also haven't considered what happens if I want to schedule a game and it's already on the board. Then do I not get to schedule it, and it just I have to wait for it to win the Viewer's Choice night as well? Or do I schedule it but leave it on the board? Do I schedule it and I give the person who picked it a chance to pick a different game? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to handle that situation. I have to wait, Mile says. That's kind of what I think. I think I have to wait. Maybe have the person pick a new game. We'll see. We'll see. If I have plans for a game, like if I already know that I'm about to schedule a game, then I think I'll just tell the person when I nominate and try and get them to pick something different at that point. But I think once it's on the board, I don't think that I should be able to decide that I want to play it after the fact. It's kind of what I'm leaning toward there. Because like Sparrow mentioned a game that he wanted to nominate, and I actually told him, I said, oh, maybe don't nominate that one, because that one I actually want to specifically play a little closer to Halloween. It's like I already have it planned for the schedule, so we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Unless you want to play ECW for a full stream. Oh man, Mile High Roll. I think when it finally lands on ECW, I think that you're gonna feel like it's a real monkey's paw situation. I think you're gonna have one of those experiences where getting your wish turns out to be a curse. Unless you really like people who playing wrestling games very poorly. Uh, Great minds think alike. That we do, Sparrow. That we do. It's such a bad game. No one could be good at it. Wonderful. All right, and like I also said, ideally, I would like to do these viewers' choice nights a little earlier, so that we can do 3 games a night instead of 2. I just couldn't pull it off tonight. It took me. I spent too long cooking dinner, and so I wasn't able to start the stream early. But as we work out the details of this kind of thing, and if it becomes if it stays a regular part of the stream, then hopefully I'll be able to make that commitment. What'd you have for dinner? I had chicken with beans and rice. I had just kind of chicken and vegetables, pan fried with beans and rice. There was onion, garlic, bell pepper, spicy pepper. Oh, and this is great. So I wanted to add to the mix a couple drops of this ghost pepper hot sauce that I have, and I shook the bottle, and the cap wasn't on very well, and so I shook the bottle, and then ghost pepper hot sauce went all over my kitchen. All over the place. So my food, my dinner actually turned out to be incredibly spicy. Outrageously, punishingly spicy. Did the cats lick it? No, the cats weren't around while I was cooking. I don't keep them in the kitchen when I'm at work. That would not go well. They get sectioned off to the far end of the house at dinner time, which is good for them because that's the part of the house where they get fed. So, although I'm sure they would find my food more interesting. The older Inky, the oldest tomcat, he can be trusted. Like, he can wander around while I'm cooking and eating because he won't go for human food. But the other two, the lady cat and the kitten, they can't be trusted. They'll steal your food. All right, I'm gonna get this game switched over, my friends, and we're gonna play Journey to Silius for 2 hours. Hopefully it's as good as I've heard it's supposed to be, but we'll find out. I'll be back with you again in just a second. This music is hype. I'm ready. It does sound good. It's very, very danceable. That was the one thing that Mazin told me about this game, because he mentioned that he's thinking about playing it on his stream at some point, and he said that the music was incredible. So far, I'm not disappointed. My camera is bothering me though. Can't get it just where I want it to be. Alright, so I don't really know anything about this game. I think it's a platformer, kind of a run and gun type game. It's got excellent music, and that's the end of my knowledge. I know it's supposed to be very good. I don't know if it's going to have saves or passwords, or if it's something we have to do all at once. The game begins with an explosion. After many years of space colony development, Jay's father has passed away. Well, rip Jay's dad. The Evening News reported that Jay's father's death was an accident. Ooh, look at that sunset. It's beautiful. Several days later, Jay finds a floppy disk left in his father's room. Look at that floppy disk. Oh man, that's amazing. The parentheses, or the quotation marked the wrong way. There, the terrorists are planning. Oh no, I was too busy complaining about the punctuation. I missed the dialogue. You must complete my mission if I cannot. They will pay the price for the death of my father. Okay, here we go. Alright, so no aiming up. Ooh, that's kind of a... Ooh, the jump. You can kind of manipulate... You don't have a fixed jump arc, but your jump carries a lot of momentum. You know what? It might be a fixed arc. Let's see. No, you can pull back a little bit. Sunsoft had a lot of good tunes in this era. I don't offhand know of any Sunsoft games that I've played. I love the color palettes in this game. That green background, those blue bricks. Jay's looking a little strange. He's a little cartoony looking. His knees are kind of weird when he jumps. But his running animation is really solid. No. Oh. I didn't start the timer. We're going to end up playing this game for way too long. So far this game looks and sounds great. Blaster Master, Batman, this. Feels like I'm forgetting one. I haven't played... So I own Blaster Master and Batman. I haven't played either of those, either. I had Blaster Master for a long time, and I've never turned it on because I've always confused it with the math game. Math Blaster. And I was like, oh, I don't want to play an educational game. Although I believe I've also heard that Math Blaster is pretty fun for an educational game. Oh, boss time? It's kind of like the helicopter from Super C, crossed with the frogmen from Castlevania the Adventure. Whoa, what a bright flash of light. I wasn't ready for it. Hey, I think we did it. That's one level, right? Stage 2, got 2 lives left. Math Blaster, we played that in school. Frownie, you need to play Frog Fractions. No spoilers, please, if anyone's playing it. I have not played, or I don't even think I've heard of Frog Fractions. It's free and any old PC can play it. It's something. I'm usually not very inclined to play a PC game, but a free one... Music's kind of mellow here. Yeah, so far this game is pretty fun. No, it could go downhill, but I mean, so far I can see this being the kind of thing I'd want to play all the way through. Can't crawl. I'm definitely going to need to learn how to take the enemies out without getting hit by them, which is something I am so far not particularly skilled at. I need a health item. Could really use some wall meat about now. Oh, I thought it was dropping a good item. I didn't know it was attacking me. Oh, I have different guns? Machine gun. Shotgun. Oh. Oh, they have limited ammo. Okay, I should be... Alright. Handgun only for now. Save those for the boss. Oh. Those, okay, so this will refill ammo. Oh, it refills ammo for even guns you're not using. Oh, interesting. Well, you know what? Let me see. Can you fire... No. Thought maybe I could fire in multiple directions with the machine gun. How's the shotgun work? Oh, nice. Okay, so the meta of this game is now clear to me. Okay, he's not weak in the legs. No! H. First one had M. M-H. Mile High Rule? You wouldn't happen to be the villain of this game, would you? It's nice of it to refill everything. Yeah, I like it. Alright. Do we get any continues? We got continues. I was just kind of having a laugh about the first on the first level, one of the enemies dropped a letter M, and then on the second level here, one of the enemies dropped a letter H. So I was thinking, whose initials could those be? That's all. I found out. Your cover's been blown. I think I just died. Yeah. I paused it and died at the same time. So one really nice thing is when you run out of ammo for one of your guns, it automatically reverts back to the handgun. Because I was fully expecting if I ran out of machine gun ammo, that my character would just do nothing when I pressed the fire button until I manually switched it back, but no. It'll when you run out of one weapon, it automatically reverts to the handgun. That's nice. I like the developers looking out for me like that. Does the handgun have infinite bullets? I believe it does. It doesn't. It doesn't seem to deplete the G meter. And if you're standing close to an enemy, the oh my goodness, the handgun is basically the machine gun when you're standing close to an enemy. Got him. Okay, can I climb up here? No. No! I thought maybe I could stand on his, treads. Okay, he's not... I don't think he's aiming for me. I think he has a fixed pattern. Yuck. Just because there's no number by the continues doesn't mean they're not limited. You know, a lot of games do that where your continues are secretly limited, so... So I don't necessarily feel safe. Health drops seem to be really scarce. I knew that guy was down there, and I still fell on him. Oh, there looked like a ladder in the background, but you can't actually climb it. This is a game that could really use shoulder buttons for switching between the weapons. Or even the, you know, like the select button or something to just do it off of the... To not do it in a menu, but do it on the fly. Would be really nice. Homing missile? Don't mind if I do. Actually, I'm not going to use that yet because I don't want to... I don't have very much life, so I'll use it on the next life. That's what the H was. The H was the homing missile. The M must have been the machine gun. I don't remember when we got the S. Maybe we started with it. Alright. Get ready for pain, boss man. I didn't do so well. This boss is a nightmare. Like, he would be hard enough if he was just firing those pink, like, water balloons at me or whatever, but his claw hand, and especially because his claw hand hurts you when you're standing on the ground. Like, if it were a little higher up and only hurts you when you're jumping, it would be really easy to manage, but as it is, that guy is really tough. I don't know if I can come down here without getting hit. Seems like that's just automatic, like, lose a piece of health spot. Come on, enemies, drop some health. Somebody drop some health for me, please. Yuck, I don't want that. I want health. What? Where did he come from? Oh, I just changed away from this weapon. Why does he have so much health? And I have so little. It's like I'm purposely jumping into the pink things. We're gonna spend the whole 2 hours. Oh no! What happened? Did we run out of continues or did I mess it up? I wasn't actually looking at the screen when I hit the buttons. We're gonna spend our full 2 hours trying to take out this one boss. It went too fast. Yeah, that's what I felt like. I think we have limited continues. You do start off with the shotgun. I was not able to use that to my advantage, though. Machine gun. With almost no ammo. Oh no, that big boss on the next stage, is he gonna have 2 phases too? That's gonna be horrible. Because this boss has 2 phases. We might be in big trouble. Did you see that hit I took there at the end? When I killed the boss, I lost the ability to duck, and his last shot that he fired, like he fired, I killed him. I lost the ability to control my duck, so I couldn't duck under his last shot. We could have both gone out at the same time. The design of the enemy bosses is cool, nice mix between organic and robo. Yeah. Yeah, I think that the enemies look pretty good. This guy reminds me of the Ed 209 from RoboCop. So this is cool. When you defeat this guy and the platform comes down, you don't actually have to wait for it to come all the way down. You can jump on it and it'll take you up early. Very considerate of the game makers. Now if only they'd been considerate with the amount of health drops. There's not a single health drop on this stage. There's not a single health drop on this stage. That's so not cool. I make the game tricky somehow. It's tricky enough. It's as it is, it's too tricky. So select pauses the game. When you press select, you can't move or anything. There's no indication that it's paused, which I actually like that the music keeps playing, but I wish like it put the word pause or something on the screen. The start button brings up your menu, and then when you're in the menu, you have to use the select button to move your selection around. And so there's a lot of times where I get that mixed up and I keep hitting select and pausing the game when I don't mean to. So when you see me freezing for no reason, that's why. He was so easy with the homing missiles. The boss was so hard, now he's so easy. Life is good. GG, thank you, Grape Sody. Thank you for the trophies, cows. That's kind of a weird... That's kind of a weird enemy. Oh yeah. Every time we make it to a new stage, the new music's a real treat. I don't trust this guy hanging from the ceiling. He's not bad to deal with. What are you playing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to play Shadowgate 64. We'll probably do something different at the start of the stream. I might do some Castlevania speedrunning or some Super C, depending on what I'm in the mood for. But the main event is going to be Shadowgate 64. And we'll start that up sometime around midnight, and that'll probably be the bulk of the stream. So it'll be a good spooky night. That's the plan for tomorrow. Oh no, the game is glitching. I thought I'd picked up a new item, but no, the game is glitching. This is bad. Haim Peaver incoming. Thursday night, we're going to play Haunted Castle. And Friday, I'm not sure. I'm leaning toward... the schedule just says to be determined for Friday. I'm thinking that'll be Symphony of the Night again. It kind of depends. It depends on how Haunted Castle goes. If we make it through Haunted Castle really quick, or if it's such a terrible experience that I have to abandon it after just a couple hours, then we might start up Symphony of the Night on Thursday for the second half of the stream, or we might hold off and do it on Friday. We're just gonna have to play that one by ear, I think. two paths here? No. Where'd you get into Symphony of the Night? So I just got... Everything just got turned upside down. I have discovered, to my shock and horror, that I now... well, it appears that I'm going to have to backtrack through the whole castle upside down. Oh, we're gonna have to take it from the top. I can't actually tell where the pit is. Elect Eopon. Hondiun. I need the Uhatun. I don't even know. I wouldn't even have a chance of pronouncing this one. Or this. Yeah, elect. Push the elect button. really wish there was a way to toggle the weapons without opening the menu. Opening the menu so often to switch your weapons is a major drag. It feels like I'm playing Link's Awakening. And I like Link's Awakening, but you spend more time in the menu in that game than you do actually playing the game. You have to change your weapons every other step. Frownie. My Frownie yawn. My health and weapons bars are completely scrambled. My HUD is useless. The gibberish words that glitches come up with bring me such joy. Oh, I'm in full agreement. Hey, looks like we have a raid coming in. Hello, Raiders. Bel Air Jeff, hello to you. Welcome in. Welcome to you and to your friends. Glad to have you here, Jeff. Did you finally complete the best of all Castlevania games? Castlevania Bloodlines? Hello, Calic. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Why is the game all artifacty? So I play on original hardware, and sometimes my cartridges don't behave. And my policy with glitches is that as long as the game remains playable, we just keep going. Because who knows? Who knows what kind of cool things we might get to see. Eventually the game will either crash or become completely unplayable, and we'll have to reset. But until the game really forces my hand, then I just keep going. I think it's more fun that way. You beat Bloodlines and Dracula X. Wow, that's good. I've heard Dracula X was hard, but I don't know because I've never played it. I might get it for the. What did you think of Dracula X without spoiling it? It is hard. Was it harder than Bloodlines? Certainly not. Oh, that's not even the boss. Oh no. Oh, my policy on glitches is terrible. Okay, so it looks like the enemy's weak spot is over on the right. I just gotta wait for the right time to jump. That's not it. I don't know if any of the enemy's guns are vulnerable. Oops. Trying to find a pattern in this is a nightmare. There's no time limit, though, so I have all the time I want to sit here and think about it. No! My thumb keeps slipping off the duck button. Oh, I'm still alive. Yuck. I think I found it, though. Ah, but I game overed. So we got to end or continue. I played both way back. Thought it was easier, but everyone's different. You say around the same level, maybe, of difficulty for Bloodlines and Dracula X? Oh, yeah. The contacts definitely need cleaning. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting caught up here. You're doing Symphony of the Night tomorrow, right on. I think halfway through Symphony of the Night. I'm doing my first playthrough of it as well. But I've only been playing it about once a week or so. The fact that there are unlimited continues makes it a lot easier. Yeah. The password system. Did I take acid? Why do you attack? All right, I think we can try. I think we can go on a little bit further. The game hasn't really become unplayable yet. If you wait the glitches out and you get far enough, sometimes the game even clears up. It's not likely to happen. It's not likely to happen. But it has happened. It has happened once or twice. He could hit me from there. He could still hit me. I'm getting hit by everything. I had no idea where the ground was. Can't even tell what's going on. You know, we're the one blob of pixels, and we just gotta, you know, shoot at the other blobs of pixels. It's only the visuals that have been affected. The gameplay hasn't changed any. I'm pretty good at guessing where things are. So I've never played this game before tonight. So what this level really looks like, I've got some idea because we did play it a little bit before the game glitched, but for a lot of it, I think your guess is as good as mine. Oh, also, this game has limited continues. So, no matter how stubborn I am, at some point, we'll have to restart and clean the game because I'll run out of continues. Ooh. Ooh, I said the gameplay wasn't affected, but my jump is getting weird. It feels like my character's gravity increased like 3%. It's very slightly different now. You just have to take my word for it because I don't think there's any way for me to demonstrate it. But it feels very weird now. Oh. At least the music is still okay? That's right. No matter how bad it gets, we've still got these rockin' tunes. I throw the game at the wall at this point. Can't tell what's going on. You're just okay. I tried to play Fazanadu like this before, and I gave up, reset the console. No idea where you're going at that point. This happened to me during a playthrough of Castlevania a couple months ago, and we actually made it through the whole game like this. It was about this same level of chaos. But that's a game I know very well. Yuck, I don't even know if we were close. Every time we die and we see the stage screen again, the title screen, it feels like we're making progress because the number always changes. So I know in my heart that the correct way to fight this guy is to let him shoot and dodge his bullets and then go on the offensive, but I just can't bring myself to do it properly. And that's why I'm always punished. He's got so much health. Alright, that's it. We get one shot at the boss. One, two, three. One, two. Oh no, that was three. Yuck. One, two, three. No, I messed it up again. Come on, I can do this. One, two, three. Okay. No. Monster Party is pretty scrambled too, that's true. Time to throw the game in the trash. Have you never had a retro cartridge based game, Jeff? I mean, this is just what happens. It's fine, we can fix it. A little rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip. We'll be right as rain. You threw them in storage and forgot about them. No! How could you do that to your friends? Friends don't let friends rot in storage. This is coming from the guy who kept his games in storage for like 15 years as I moved around from country to country and state to state. Hard to play a game when you have a short range attack to kill enemies. There's ladders to climb, doors to enter, and pits to death when you can't make out anything. Have you lived in different countries? I've lived in Thailand and Korea. And in the States, I've lived in Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin. Oh, and also I was born in Italy, but I don't remember any of it. I don't really remember Georgia either, though. I was very young when we lived in both of those places. No. The timing on that fire. Not fun. So I think I'm on my last continue now, so if you've been patient and stuck through these glitches and been hating every moment of it, your reward should be coming very soon. I just think that all glitched out like this is a very fascinating way to play a game. Italy, that's awesome. I'd like to travel to Italy someday, but I don't know. Oh, and Derek, sorry, I think I missed your question. How am I liking this game? I'm having a good time, though. I mean, it would be better. It would be better if it were not messed up like this. You're in Japan. I know. I could have gone to Japan when I was in Korea, but I kind of could have, but I didn't really ever have a solid opportunity. But it would have been convenient to go there. At the time, it'd be much less convenient to go there now that I'm in Wisconsin. when I was in Korea, I only got one vacation from work, and I could have used it to go to Japan, but I used it to go back to Thailand instead. Oh my goodness, I don't know how we made it through. It's so difficult to watch for my opportunity. In the middle of this mess. I can see when I need to jump, but... It's roughly every third time. But not exactly. Every third time for one particular bullet. I'm watching one bullet. If this boss has multiple phases, there's no way we're getting out of here. Yuck. Where's my jump input when I need it? I'm not gonna live long enough to take this guy down. We've done so much damage. We did it! We did it! Oh! Seems glitchy indeed. That it does. That it does. Oh, I can't believe we did it. Thank you for the trophies. Thank you for the GGs. Oh, even if I accomplished nothing else tonight, I'm pretty happy with that. That was fun. That was good. That made it worth it. I've been playing Metroid Dread off stream. What a great game. Excellent. I don't want to know anything about Metroid Dread, though. I'm gonna play it. I'm avoiding all information about it, though. Planning on checking out other countries in the region. The COVID messed up your plans. It will do that. This would be driving me mad. 10 hours later. I won't say anything. Much appreciated. See, why I'm really happy about that is in my highlight reels, you know, especially for games where I have to repeat several like huge chunks of the game, like I include the first time I beat each of the bosses, and I'm so happy that I beat that boss glitched because that was the first time we beat it. So that's the fight that's gonna be in the highlight reel now. I love it. Did you like living in Korea and Thailand? I loved living in both places. So I lived in Thailand as a student when I was in college for half a year. And I mean, I hate the weather in Thailand, but I loved everything else about it. And Korea was fun too, but it was very different. I was a teacher in Korea. I lived there a lot longer. I was way busier in Korea because I only had one day off. I only had one day off a week. But we lived and worked on a great schedule. In Korea, I'd wake up at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I'd start teaching at 4. I'd get done at 10. Then I and my other teachers would go out on the town all night long. We'd get home when the sun came up, go to sleep, wake up in the afternoon, do it all again. I really liked the lifestyle over there that we enjoyed. Did you pick up any of the language? I had a smattering of the language. Never a whole lot. One of the cool things about Korea is that the Korean language is their alphabet is artificially constructed, so everything is spelled phonetically. So you can learn to sight pronounce Korean in like 30 minutes. You can learn the alphabet to where you can sit and you can say by sound, you know, anything. You can read anything in Korean out loud. You won't understand any of what you're reading because you won't have the vocabulary and syntax and whatnot. But the great thing about that is like most of the most of like the signs and things like that over there are written in loan words from English. So if you can sound out the Korean letters, you'll be like, oh, that, you know, that says computer. Like it's all borrowed English words for a lot of stuff. Yeah, English is terribly inconsistent because so much of our vocabulary comes from other languages. Dirty Rat, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. What's going on here? I'm playing Journey to Silius with a very corroded cartridge. We were doing fine until about level 4, and then everything fell apart. And my policy with glitches and crashes on stream is that as long as the game remains playable, then I tend to keep going so that we can enjoy all of this madness. But we just had a game over, and we're going to start the game from the top. So I will address this situation and attempt to clean the cartridge a little better. And we'll start fresh. We'll start fresh. Oh, and Thailand was the exact opposite. In Thailand, I picked up a smattering of the language. Almost all of it's completely gone by now. Just enough stuff to get around and to shop, basically. But the Thai alphabet, I think, has 78 characters, 76 or 78, somewhere around there. I took one of my courses was Thai language and culture, and on the first day of class, the teacher, who was herself Thai, said, "I'm not going to teach you any of the alphabet. It's too difficult." All right, I'll be right back with you. Oh, all right. We'll give it another shot. We'll play the game for a while as it was intended to be played. Nothing is harder than learning 2,000 kanji to get fluent in Japanese. I believe you. I believe you. I'm conversational in Japanese, but I'm studying to get fluent, and it's hard. I believe it. But props. I've never become even conversational in another language. I had a ton of Spanish when I was young. Like studied Spanish for like 4 years, I think. But it's and I did good. I did well in the classes. Like I got A's in all the courses, but I don't remember very much of it now at all. It's been much too long. It would be really nice to be able to learn to read Japanese so that I could play games that haven't been translated, but that's not something that's ever going to happen. Yeah, I game over. Oh no! The game glitched right back to the title screen. What? How is that even a thing? Maybe that was a demo. Maybe I messed up. Nope, it's gone. What? I can't get this game off the ground now. All right, let me go reseat the cartridge. I wouldn't hold my breath, my friends. I don't know about this. It takes years of constant study to get to that level. Oh yeah, I know. I'm not saying that I think I could do it. I wouldn't even. I'm not. My point is that I'm not even pretending like that's something possible. I'm just saying, like if I could plug a wire in my head like the Matrix and download a language. Japanese would be high on the list because of how useful it would be for retro gaming. Some of these enemies can really like soak up a lot of hits. I ran into that explosion. There was no need to get hit by that, and yet I ran into it. I didn't scroll the screen far enough. It's fine, but a little weird. Still struggle to understand all of the vocabulary, grammar, and games I've been studying for 3 years. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, not even pretending like it's possible. Ever played Mr. Gimmick? I have not. Is it also a platformer? I really forgot the layout of enemies here. Oh, no. It's a platformer that has some of the best music from the era. It's another Sunsoft game. It was released in Japan and Europe only, you think? I don't know. I feel like I've heard the name before, but I could be confusing it with something else. The card had its own sound chip, so the music is incredible. So before I played this game, the only things that I knew about it was I understood that it was sort of a run and gun platformer like this, and Mazin told me that it has amazing music. And, I mean, I don't think he was wrong. The music's really good. And a couple of viewers have shared with me that a lot of Sunsoft games apparently have great music in this era. And I don't think I've ever... I think it's quite possible that I've never played a Sunsoft game before this one. Because people were listing off titles for me of other Sunsoft games, and none of them. I didn't recognize any of them as games I've actually played. If they all have music this great, you look forward to me playing more of them. I mean, probably we will. I own Batman and Blaster Master, so those are both likely to show up someday. Mr. Gimmick has the best music of them all, Bellarv just says. He's putting his vote firmly in the Mr. Gimmick camp. Boss is easy when you do it the right way. Sunsoft Marathon. I like the idea of, like, game series marathons. I think it's a good idea, but I also think it's something I probably won't... I'm probably not very likely to ever do on my stream. Like, I try to have a tremendous amount of variety on my stream. I very rarely will play the same game 2 nights in a row. Unless I'm grinding a specific goal in a specific game, I guess. Then I'll play the same thing a lot, but I have a very, very high tolerance for repetition. Like, I can play the same things over and over again for a very, very long time without really getting tired of them. But I don't... I don't know that that's something that I want to ask of the people who are kind enough to hang out and view my streams. I don't know that I want to ask them to have the same same tolerance for repetition that I have. So I try to have a lot of different things all the time. This would be a developer marathon, still a ton of variety. That's a good point. That's a good point, Beller, Jeff. Grape Sody says that's admirable. Hang on, sorry. I'm getting killed. That's admirable. I do have a hard time watching streams of 60-hour RPGs and such. Yeah. That's the thing about RPGs. I don't know if they're, like when I said I have a big tolerance for repetition, I still have never really connected with JRPGs as a genre. Like, I was just thinking about, like, you know, working my way through like really difficult platformers that take me 60 hours to master. Like, I'm intrigued by the worlds and stories of RPGs, but I've only ever completed 2 of them. Paper Mario and Pokemon Blue are the only RPGs I've ever played all the way through. Oh, no, that's not true. I always forget, I played through Breath of Fire as well. But I didn't really play through it, because, because I played it with my sister, and she walked me through the game, basically. She'd already played it. There are some RPGs, like I do want to try and play some JRPGs on my stream, but when I do, like they're only going to show up really rarely, you know, kind of like the way I'm working my way through Symphony of the Night, just a night or 2 a week. Have you played Chrono Trigger? I have not. I guess I answered your question before I read it, though. You love JRPGs? The Shin Megami Tensei series would be cool. I have a lot. I have a lot of JRPGs in my collection. I've just never stuck it out and made it through them. I mean, I haven't tried most of them. I think the only other one I've seriously tried was Final Fantasy VI, and I had a really good time with it, but I had to stop playing it for a while because I moved, and I couldn't pick it back up after being away from it for so long. Think you like it? They're difficult, punishing. I do like difficult games. Great music, cool enemy designs. So that's Persona is part of that series, right? I had a buddy in high school. He got super into anime, and when Persona 3 came out, like it changed his life. He got super into that game, and maybe even more so into Persona 4. This creature is, it's unfortunate that I have to battle this creature. I'm gonna see if it is cheesable. I'm gonna waste a life trying to cheese this boss. I like how that little elevator platform looks like it's zooming up a zip tie. I'd recommend the numbered series over the Persona games. I like the tone of SMT more. It's more adult and less anime. That would... Oh, no. I don't have enough health left. I'm not going to be able to try my... I'm not going to be able to try out my cheese that I wanted to try. Okay. I didn't know if the boss... See, what I wanted to find out... I found out what I wanted to find out. I didn't know if the boss could turn around at any point, or if it had to get all the way to the end of the arena to turn around. It looked... when I fought it before, like it could only turn at the edges of the arena because it did something weird once in that on the far right hand side, but I was wrong. It can turn around at any time. So because I thought it'd be great, I just damage boost to the other side of it and then it can't hit me. But Sunsoft, they thought of everything. Persona games are a lot of fun, but don't seem like something Frownie would really vibe with. I don't know, because I've never tried any of them out. I just know that my buddy really liked them. But he and I, we didn't have the exact same taste in a lot of stuff. He was also super into anime, and my experience with anime is extremely limited. About half of the anime that I know of is stuff that same buddy kind of forced me to watch. Same here. You also prefer SMT. Yeah, it's more my style. 3 and 4 are awesome. 4 is stuck on the 3DS. 3 just got ported to the PC and Switch. And then 5 comes out next month. If it's on the Switch, it's a possibility for me. This boss looks very different. The strategy to defeat it is still the same, though. So what I'm doing, and the same thing I did last time, is, so there are those two laser guns up at the top, and I'm watching the pattern for when the top right laser gun fires, and how that shot lines up with the middle shot of these three pellet guns on the right, tells me when I can jump to go, and I want to jump over the lowest pellet and fire. The problem with that is that I also have to keep an eye on the laser gun from the top left, because he can mess my pattern up. But these lasers are so thin. They looked so, they were so chunky when the game was glitched. Now they're so thin. Yuck. Messed it up. Oh, I messed it up again. It's bad because, like, when I get it wrong, I know I'm getting it wrong, and that's no fun. Like, I can tell slightly before I get hit that, oh, I've messed this up. It's okay. This boss isn't that bad. It just requires a tremendous amount of patience. Unfortunately for him, I have the patience of a stone. This area might be even easier to do in the glitched version. No, it's definitely easier when you could see. Am I getting Mario Party? I don't know. The last Mario Party game was so terrible. I don't think Nintendo has any business releasing a new Mario Party game. Like, they really should have spent all that effort just fixing the original one. The first one on the Switch, that is. And I'm not really interested in buying any games that I'm not going to play on stream. And I don't really know that anyone wants to watch a Mario Party stream, right? This one looks good. I hope I'm right. Yeah, I hope they make a good one too. I don't know. I'm not gonna trust them until I see until I hear from some people that I trust very well that they like it, and maybe I'll think about it. But again, there's that same issue of, like, I don't really play games since I started streaming. I don't really play games off stream, so Why was Mario Party bad? It just was so lacking in content. The Mario Party, the first Mario Party on the Switch, it didn't have you couldn't do online play, and it just seemed it just should have had more. It was such a thin game. Mario Party with viewers. I'll play with you. That might be kind of fun. That might be that might be a way to make it good for the stream. It got an update and it has online now. Yeah, I still kind of too little, too late. They could just do so much more. I mean, I think that they called it. I mean, they even called it Super Mario Party, like implying greatness, and it just didn't have any greatness. It should have been. It should have been like the Super Mario Party should have been for the Mario Party series, like what Smash Brothers Ultimate was for the Smash Brothers series. You know, like give us, like give us 100 boards and 1,000 mini games and 1,000,000 characters, and just, make the biggest, best Mario Party ever. And instead they made just like a thin shadow of a Mario Party game. Oh, and 5 Foot Giant. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't remember if you've been here, but welcome to the stream if I didn't say it before. Oh yeah, you were here at the start. You were here, you've just been very quiet for a while. I remember you were thinking about putting a game on the board. Uh, those falling platforms. Those falling platforms are really, really terrible. The new one has classic boards. They should just make it games as a service. Gross. Games as a service. Disgusting. New boards every few months. New games like how Fallout guys kind of handled their game. I fell asleep not feeling too well. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's nothing too serious and that you start to feel better, my friend. And I didn't want to make you I don't want to make you feel bad for not chatting. You are welcome to chat as much or as little as you want. I didn't mean to imply that that's a bad thing, if it came across that way. I was just trying to justify my own forgetfulness. Watch out. How in the world are you supposed to go down these platforms? This seems... Oh, we have a new gun, and I haven't even tried it out. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, those platforms don't work like I thought they did either. Ah! No worries, right on. Games is a service. So the thing about that is like games that come out with updates or like a model like that. Like I'm a retro guy, so like I like my games to be complete on cart. Like I don't want a game that requires an internet connection or 100 GB of extra storage and downloads. Like I want a game that where I can hold the whole game in my hand. Make a good game, make a big game, and do it right the first time. That rule about it having to be a big game really applies more to party games than anything else, because a lot of my favorite games are actually very small games. And I actually enjoy how small they are. No, I thought we did pretty well against that guy. They don't need to release a new Mario Party every 2 years. No, that's true. Everything requiring internet now is so annoying. It makes it so hard to play games on the go. It makes it hard to play things portably, and the Switch is supposed to be portable. But also, it's just like... It's like 35 years after the fact, and I'm still buying NES games. Who in the world is gonna be buying Switch games 35 years from now when 70% of the game isn't on the cartridge and is impossible to download because all the online services have been dead for 30 years? I don't look at games as, like, I don't think games should be disposable commodities. Right? You wouldn't be okay with a movie or a vinyl album, or an album that was like that. Why are you okay when a game is like that? No, no, I missed the block and went right down the hole. Looks at physical Switch game collection, feels bad, man. And now I have a huge number of games on the Switch, but yeah, here's the problem: they're not going to do me any good if like my Switch goes bad. 15 years from now, because almost all of them have huge chunks of the game that had to be downloaded after the fact. So like, even though I have a lot of physical Switch carts, like I understand that the physical cart is largely an illusion. But I do agree with that, like, Bill or Jeff, in regards to, like, the situation with Super Mario Party versus the new Mario Party. Like, the thing is, I've already paid for Super Mario Party, and, you know, I was suckered into buying that incomplete disappointment of a game. So at this point, I would rather they released an update to Super Mario Party rather than releasing a new game and making me buy another game all over again. I would rather they just complete the game that I've already paid for, rather than charging me for a new game, but alas. There's nothing I can do about this guy. I have to get hit by him. At least once. It's not like the games are inexpensive, exactly. Have you licked a Switch game yet? No, thank you. I know that's a thing. They're supposed to taste real bad to stop people from swallowing them. But I'm not gonna... I'm okay not knowing. You know, I'm a picky eater to begin with, so, like, I'm very careful with the things that I want to taste. What kind of a fool, what kind of a crazy person would purposely taste something that they know is bad? Who would do that? I don't like fighting this boss, but I like his design. He's kind of like a knight. I jumped off the arena. No. What have I done? I was so scared. I was so scared of the enemy firing at me. I jumped out of the way, and I didn't pay any attention to where I was jumping to. Oh no. Rip Frownie. Oh, what a horrible way. What a horrible way for the... What a horrible way for things to go. You, my Hyrule says he can still taste the cartridge, and he licked it over 2 years ago. Exactly 5-foot giant. Yep, you got me. I'm a picky eater. I eat unknown jelly beans. Imagine it's just super bitter or something. Yeah, I just heard that it tastes bad. Same reason we suffer through games that are bad. Well, I think that's the perfect way. I think that's the perfect way for Journey to Silius Part 1 to end. And a good ending to our viewer selected game Lotto Night. I think this is where we're gonna wrap the stream up. It's about that time. It's about that time. This was a lot of fun. I think it went pretty well. 2 hours might be too long to spend in a game. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. If I can start it earlier, because I would really like to do 3 games instead of just 2, but we have to have time for chin wagging and for switching over the cartridges on the console and that kind of stuff. So keeping it at 2 hours is good, especially if we get a really long game. Like if someone puts like a JRPG on the board, then we can get like a fair sampling of it, which I don't think we'd be able to get if it was a shorter chunk, but it does make it hard to do more than 2 games. So we'll see. We'll see. We're going to keep the format. We're not really going to change the format up, right away. We're going to stick with it and let it settle in. And then we might make some changes down the line if we need to. But that's it for the stream tonight, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate having you keep me company, viewing the stream, chatting with me, all of these great things. It's a really good time. If you want to stay on the line, I will find a raid target for us. See if anyone I know is streaming and if they're playing something worth watching. I did it for the second time. I misspelled Twitch and I got taken to a weird hijack page. Be careful when you type twitch.tv in. No, I for a third time. I cannot spell Twitch. What is wrong with me? Gonna have all my data stolen by ne'er-do-wells. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Frownie. Nice job. Thank you. I like the format. Thank you, 5-foot giant. Thank you, Grape Sody, Mile Hyrule, Bel Air Jeff. Thanks again for the raid. I'll root for you next time. I promise. Don't make promises you can't keep, Jeff. Especially if I show up in your chat rooting for the game. It might make it kind of hard to come back over to my side. Just kind of looking at what people are up to here, because no one that I know is streaming anything that I really feel like watching, so kind of stuck looking for something new. At least we have good music while we wait, though. Someone's playing a wrestling game. I thought I was tempted to raid them just for Mile High Roll, but they are. It looks like they're speaking Korean, so I prefer to raid people that I can communicate with. Someone's playing Journey to Silius, but I don't want anything to be spoiled. Speed runs. Look at Mr. Suffer, he stole my gimmick. What, of suffering? You've never seen him before, just his logo. Oh. That does kind of look like Agent Frownie. I don't think the, it's okay. I don't think that the, I don't think the Frownie face is copyrightable, so I don't think I can take action against him. We'll let him live another day. Thank you for your patience, my friends. Alright, well here's someone I don't know, so we're going to go on a raid to maybe discover a new friend. Hopefully they are alright. It's always risky when we look for a new person, so I will say, my disclaimer applies. The raid does not necessarily mean I endorse their content. In fact, if it's offensive or horrific, I'm going to unhost and bounce really, really fast. And I suggest you do the same. I might give them a courtesy follow. Again, that's not necessarily an endorsement, but something that I, like to try and show support and learn about new streamers. I think we all understand that, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry, because I once raided someone who was super drunk and spouting out a bunch of racial slurs, and it was not a good time. I was very unhappy to be there, so... All right, so here we go. This person is called Courage the G. I selected this streamer because they are playing Super Mario 3, and that's a game I really like. And they look to be a streamer of have a community about the same size as us. So let's see if we can make some friends. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. So you run a risk if you raid streamers you don't know. You don't know what you're gonna find. All right, my friends. One last time, thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here for my stream. I hope you'll tune in again. Until then, enjoy your day or night, and I will see you on the other side of the raid.